Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis Kernan. I am a junior communications major here at the University of South Florida, and today I'm going to be analyzing Ray Charles' version of America the Beautiful in accordance with vocab from chapters 5 and 6 of our textbook. So this song actually does connect to UN goal number 16, which is justice, peace, and strong institutions, because it truly does show how unity, fairness, and respect are all things that are needed for America to truly be beautiful. So term 1 comes from page 131 of our textbook, and that is vocalics. Vocalics are the tone, pitch, and loudness in our voice, and how that adds meaning beyond just words. The textbook says that paralanguage can make the same words sound loving, angry, or even sarcastic, and it all really just depends on the tone. And from 6 seconds to 22 seconds of the song, Ray sings "Oh Beautiful for Heroes Have Proved," and the tone of his voice when he sings this is very soft and reverent. But then, as we go later in the video, in the song, from a minute and 49 to about 2 minutes and 5 seconds, his tone is definitely more like stronger and fuller, which give the lyrics more like urgency and emotion. Term number 2 also comes from page 131, and it is paralanguage. Now, paralanguage is the non-word sounds we use, like draws, sighs, or different vocal inflections that kind of show how we feel without actually saying how we feel. And in the textbook, it explains that even small voice inflections, like stretching a word out, can kind of completely change the emotion of an entire sentence. And so in Ray Charles' song, or Ray Charles' version of the song, from a minute and 10 to about a minute and 22, Ray kind of adds these like spoken words in between the verses. So he's like, oh, and when I was in school, with kind of a casual conversational draw. And from 2 minutes and 8 seconds to about 2 minutes and 18 seconds, when he sings America, Sweet America, he kind of adds these very gospel like scoops and raspiness, which really kind of communicate that idea of like passion and so much conviction behind the lyrics. So moving on to term number 3, which is chronemics, I believe is how you pronounce that, and this can be found on page 135 of our textbook. Chronemics is kind of how the timing and pacing affect communication, and so in the textbook they said that slowing down can kind of convey seriousness, while if you pick up the pace and you're speaking quicker, it kind of creates that like energy and quickness. And again, this example is on page 135. So from about 2 minutes and 15 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Ray kind of slows the tempo of the song that he's singing. And he really does stretch those lines like till all success be nobleness. And having that pause there kind of gives the listeners time to reflect on those lyrics that are being sang. And then later in the song, from about 2 minutes and 33 seconds to about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, we see this again when he sings From Sea to Shining Sea, because he holds the word shining, delaying the kind of resolution and really building that intensity. So, overall, I would say that this analysis really did show me that nonverbal communication through the voice is even more powerful than the lyrics themselves. So, in Ray Charles' example, like the way his tone, his very gospel style inflections, and the way he so carefully paced the song really made it feel kind of like a not just a song, but like a call for unity and justice. And so, for me, the biggest takeaway is to kind of practice timing in my own communication, really emphasizing using pauses and really like making sure that I pace myself to make sure to let those important points really sink in. This can be a really effective way to communicate, and that is what I learned from this example. Thank you for watching.